Hello and welcome back to our ACT Prep series. Today we're going to be looking at the science section. Now the science section has some notoriously difficult problems, and we're going to go over a few example problems so that you know what to expect when it comes time for the real test. So one particular type of problem you'll encounter on the science section is one where you'll be given two passages about the same topic from different points of views, and then ask questions about these two passages. More often than not, the passages will be labeled A and B respectively. The first question will often ask, in passage A, blah blah blah, something about passage A, and then the second set of questions will ask for something about passage B, and then at the end there will be a series of questions that ask you to compare and contrast the two passages. Now, the way to make this a whole lot easier on yourself is to only read passage A. You'll see passage B there, you want to read it? Don't. Then, go through all the passage A problems that only focus on passage A. That way, you're not distracted by what you read in passage B. You will only have the information in your head from passage A. Then, once you've reached the end of those and it starts asking about passage B, read passage B, and then answer the respective questions. Then, for the both category, you're going to want to go back through and compare and contrast the different aspects of each passage. The other problem you'll encounter on the science section, or at least one of the other types of problems you'll encounter on the science section, is the one that most people find the most difficult. And that's where it just throws science mumbo-jumbo at you and then asks a bunch of questions based on it. Now, you'll be reading this, you'll be like, what does this even mean? You got like a sponge over here, you got some ants, you got like a sun. How does it correlate? What is the meaning of life? But, calm down. Let me be your guide. First, you want to look at the question. You're going to want to scan through and see if you see any similar keywords between the question and the prompt. You're reading this, you just see a bunch of words you don't understand and none of them match up. And then you say like, ants over here. But wait, you remember, there were some ants over here. And then you're like, whoa, there's a correlation. Let me look to see if this information matches up. And then you'd be like, yo, one of these, A, B, C, D. Then you find one that matches up properly the best. It may not be directly the same wording, but looking for the key words will help you narrow down where it's specifically asking you for. As I said before, trying to understand all that just didn't fry your brain. It's not going to be fun. It's an unpleasant experience.